No way. That's great.
Good grief. This might be the most hilarious story I've ever covered. I mean, maybe ever, period, ever. I don't even have a qualification. I don't even understand how this could have been even more insane. Now, if you have followed my channel for a while, you may have heard of an individual, Shaun King, or perhaps you've known him more frequently as Talcum X, Martin Luther Cream, or many other monikers of him. He is a man who the black community has long questioned on whether or not he actually is black, and he has been grifting off of that community for his entire career, spending donations on fancy, expensive dogs and all sorts of things like that. He has told innumerable hilarious whopper lies in his life, but this one perhaps might be the biggest, as he has now claimed he is taking credit for having hostages freed by the Terrys over in the Mideast, only to have the family come out and outright call him a liar and say he had nothing to do with it. I mean, this is so amazing in every conceivable way. I just can't even with this. And we're going to get into that after a super quick word from this video sponsor. Huge shout out to this video sponsor, Private Internet Access. Look, in current year, everyone basically has to have VPN. It's a extremely versatile and now basically required tool of browsing the modern internet. And that's why I'm happy to be partnered with Private Internet Access and have been for over a year now. It's a VPN I use. It's a VPN I recommend to my friends and family. And I have a massive discount for my viewers. In short, a VPN allows you to change the location that you may be seen as browsing the internet from. This helps you unlock television shows and movies that might not be available in your area. It allows you to browse the internet anonymously. Heck, even right now, we just saw several countries, for example, Google and Meta are now blocking news in Canada. And well, how are you going to get your news? Well, you could change your location. VPN helps protect your privacy, secure your data, and bypass network blocks. It comes in extremely important all the time. That's why I have it on my computers, laptops, and mobile phones. Private Internet Access is an open source app with no usage logs, unlimited bandwidth, high-speed global server network, dedicated apps, powerful encryption, and 24/7 live support. Unlock the power of the internet and stay censorship-free by using my link in the description below and get yourself Private Internet Access today at a massive discount. Shaun King insists that he helped free U.S. hostages despite the family calling him a liar to his stupid face. Leave a like on the video if you just hate to see it. A man known in social justice circles has claimed to have helped with the release of 2 American hostages amid the conflict in Israel, but the family themselves is calling BS. Shaun King has been trending all weekend over a post he threw out Friday, which seemed to be him taking credit, at least in part, for the safe return of Judith Renan and her teenage daughter, Natalie Renan. You see this post, Shaun King. The Terrys have just freed these people. I'm grateful. As I said last week, Natalie and her family have been supporters of mine and protested police in America alongside me. I'm very thankful for the Qatari government for helping to negotiate this. Dozens of us worked frantically behind the scenes to help make this possible. I spoke to Natalie's family this afternoon, and they were anxiously awaiting more updates. Well, his version of events apparently doesn't quite line up with that of the Renan family's aware of, because they're saying straight up they don't even know this guy. The family released a statement saying, "Today we came across a bizarre post on Instagram page of one Shaun King, who turns out to have millions of followers, who claims that our relative Natalie Renan supports the anti-Israel messages that he uploads to his page." The family goes on. "First and foremost, we are making it clear that he is lying. Our family does not and did not have anything to do with him, neither directly nor indirectly. Not to him and not to anyone he claims to represent." They go on to say that Natalie has never met Shaun, and she first learned about him today amid all the speculation, of which there's been much. The Renan family says folks shouldn't buy what King's selling. and that his claims amount to misinformation, which they say is spreading like wildfire. They also note that they have more family members and loved ones in captivity, and they're working to have them released. I mean, he got absolutely demolished. Demolished. He puts all these posts up, all these text messages saying, here's proof that I did it. Here's proof that I freed them. All these texts really amount to absolutely nothing other than just talking about them. Who are your contacts within Hamas? And can you ask them to stop ending people? People doing the Big Bird. I would get banned even on X for what I wish to say to you right now. So we reached out and y'all had some text conversations. I'm failing to see how you did anything to affect their release. Talcum X and lying go hand in hand. Community notes for the win. Oh, I'm sorry. Was there a community note on this? I didn't see it. No, I did not see any kind of community note on this. But this guy has been an absurd, and he's just moved right on to, again, it seems like a lot of these social justice warriors, you know, they are really supportive of, well, anything that these quote-unquote freedom fighters are willing to do. The whole thing is hilarious. Now, for King, he's already defending himself by sharing who exactly he spoke with, and as it turns out, he says it was a brother of Natalie's, going to post the receipts of the conversations he said he had with the guy, detailing the efforts of having her freed. He also claims he just spoke to the family, presumably the same people who released this blistering statement and insist they're being forced to distance themselves from him. So at this point, there has to be conflicting accounts of what's going on. So his claim is that, oh no, I definitely did do it. But the family put out this statement because black person? I don't even understand. Here's another take from it. He's lying. Family of American hostages released from Hamas slapped down BLM activist Shaun claims that he worked, quote, frantically behind the scenes to negotiate their freedom. Of course, King has a history of contentious statements, claimed on Instagram he had helped free the woman. Are you kidding me? How delusional do you have to be? King then took to Twitter, posting screenshots of various interactions in the statement, guaranteeing he had in fact spoken to Ben. So? What does that have to do with anything? The screenshot of messages King posted show that he thought King had contacts in Palestine who could help. He also said that he recorded all his conversations with Ben Renan, because that's normal, though he did not say if Ben was even aware of this. Oh, that's smart. Yeah, just recording your phone calls with this guy. For what? So you could release them later for clout? The Renans have yet to respond to the thread in which King posts text messages where Ben calls him a real hero. Renan has since taken down his Instagram account. The former media pundit also claimed that Israel pressured the family to distance themselves from him. Of course, that's right out the liar's playbook. King has a history of stretching the truth, even with those he claims to help, having in the past used donor funds to purchase an award-winning show dog, which he later returned for having, quote, a little too much energy. His political action committee, Grassroots Law, made 2 contributions to California-based Potero Performance Dogs, in which last year financial disclosure revealed the funds totaling more than $40,000 were lumped in as, quote, contractor services. Days after Grassroots made its second contribution in February, King welcomed Mars, a Potero-bred thoroughbred, to his family. Of course, the dog was returned to the breeder last month. He's also battled allegations of fraud for many years, but has not been formally accused of any wrongdoing in connection to Grassroots, which he founded to help get soft-on-crime officials elected to office. King has also been accused of fraud on various occasions, including by the mother of Tamir Rice, the 12-year-old, another BLM, situation, who claims he held unauthorized fundraisers in her son's name. Her son did not survive an encounter with PD, so he held fundraisers that I suspect he kept the money. I don't know. It's hard to say. None of these texts actually prove that he did anything. Of course, in December 2021, the Real Justice PAC, which King co-founded, was ordered to pay the city of Philadelphia $30,000 after having admitted to making omissions in its finance reports while working on District Attorney Larry Krasner's campaign. In 2019, King released an audit claiming he received a monthly salary of $4,166 from Real Justice PAC and, quote, no compensation at all from grassroots predecessor Action PAC. He alleged he was literally the only person on the PAC staff who didn't receive a salary, saying, I have not received a salary or stipend of any kind for the entire year. I do it all for free. That very same year, he was accused by former ally DeRay Mackinson of following a uniform pattern of fraud for many years. This guy he uses his charities. He spends that money as if it's his own. And, this is like perhaps the most embarrassing thing. You see Shaun King's claims about the U.S. hostages released by Hamas raise eyebrows. Yeah, he had nothing to do with it. I mean, that is a solid, rock hard fact. He had absolutely nothing to do with it at all. But never let a good grift go to waste. And I guess for that, I would say, congratulations, Shaun King. You didn't let this one go to waste. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it down below. And if you haven't yet, please do subscribe or follow, and we'll talk to you again real soon.